Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduands and guests, please be seated. And a very good afternoon to you. I am delighted to welcome you today to this wonderful setting of the Royal Festival Hall on this very crisp and sunny January day. I'd especially like to welcome Richard Thompson, who will be receiving an honorary doctorate from the university during the course of the ceremony. Now, in just a few moments, we will welcome each one of our graduands up onto the stage, where they will be greeted by our presiding officer, who is the Vice-Chancellor of the university, Professor Jean-Noël Ezinjar. Following the presiding officer's speech, graduands will be invited row by row onto this stage to cross this very, very, very long red carpet as their name is read out. Graduands will then return to the same seat, please, that they are now sat in. When crossing the stage, graduands will have the option of shaking hands with the presiding officer, but for those of you who do not wish to shake hands, you may prefer to place your hand on your heart, in which case you should indicate that as you cross. As I mentioned, during the ceremony, Richard Thompson will receive his Honorary Doctor of Business from the university, and his citation will be read by the Chair of Council, Phil Walker, CBE. Once all of our graduates have crossed the stage, the presiding officer will then close the ceremony. Now, graduates and guests are required, please, to remain in their seats until the end of the ceremony, when the drinks receptions will then take place, and you'll find those in the bars on level 4 and level 5. But first, would you please join me in welcoming the Vice-Chancellor, who will formally begin the ceremony.
Well, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to this esteemed venue. The Royal Festival Hall is a truly special place. The best and the brightest have sat in these very seats and performed on this stage in the heart of one of the world's most vibrant capitals. And this venue is special because it brings together people who go on to change the world and impact others for the better. And today, each one of you joins this illustrious group. As a Vice-Chancellor of this wonderful university, there are many days that stand out. But presiding over graduation ceremonies is absolutely the highlight. As you sit here today, I'm sure you're reflecting on the journey that has brought you to this moment. And during your studies, many of you were part-time workers, and many more were carers or parents, all the while being a student. And the strength of character, the determination and the commitment that you have shown to achieve your best is truly remarkable. And therefore I'm honored to welcome you and your loved ones to your graduation and to celebrate the fantastic accomplishments that you have achieved. I'm sure that today, many of the people who have supported you throughout your degree will be watching with pride as you cross the stage, wherever they are. On behalf of our graduates, I would also like to thank the academic and professional staff who have helped make today possible. They have offered a helping hand, gone the extra mile, and provided the much-needed support and guidance. So graduates, please join me in thanking the academic and professional staff. As you may have noticed, outside this hall on the south side, there is a magnificent bust of Nelson Mandela. He once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." And that ethos is something that we hold dearly at Roehampton. Rooted in our long-standing history, dating back to 1842, we continue to provide access to education no matter your background, so that our graduates become pioneers of society and leaders in their communities. And of course, much has changed throughout our history, but what hasn't changed is this commitment to you, our students. Now, fast forward, and as you enter the world of work, further study or travel, or set up your own business, or take a moment to think about the future, you may feel uncertain about what comes next. The world and our economy are indeed changing fast. But remember that we all feel that way quite a lot of the time. My colleagues and I, those sitting around you today, all feel that way. My advice to you is focus. Focus on your end goal, and remember that all these moments of uncertainty are part of what makes you special. You may make a few mistakes during your career, but you will get many more things right. And I know that you will grow in confidence and succeed beyond what you thought possible, just as you did during your degree. And of course, our planet faces a multitude of pressing issues that transcend borders, from artificial intelligence, technological disruption, to climate crisis, from inequality and injustice to global pandemics and mental health concerns. But as graduates, you have the tools and the knowledge to make a difference. You have the ability to be a force for positive change wherever your career takes you. Your education has not only prepared you for a career or to set up your own business, but it has also prepared you to be a responsible global citizen, whichever country you settle in. I urge you to use your education and your talents to make a positive impact on the world and to use your voice to make a difference. So in a few moments, I will greet each and every one of you to mark your success and send you on your next steps. And I'm encouraged by what is ahead of you. As Roehampton graduates, the degree you live with today gives you infinite possibilities. As the next phase of your journey begins, I encourage you to look back with pride at what you have achieved. Be proud, because we are proud of you. Always remember that such a high award is not bestowed lightly by the university. It is a recognition of your hard work, a testament to the person you have become. And I know that you will make us proud. I wish you all the best as you embark on your next journey. Congratulations. And I invite our Master of Ceremonies to present graduates for awards.
Vice-Chancellor, I present graduates from the School of Life and Health Sciences.
In the name and authority of Roehampton University, I confer upon graduates present and graduates in absentia first and higher degrees of the university.
For the award of Doctor of Philosophy, Ashika Chembila Valapil's thesis is titled Testing the Dual Action Simulation Hypothesis, a neurophysiological and behavioral examination of coordinated action observation and motor imagery. She was supported in her research by her Director of Studies, Dr. Christopher Tyler, and her supervisors, Dr. Neil Tillin, Dr. Adam Bruton, and Dr. Omar Mian. Dr. Ashika Chembila Valapil. Samantha Chia Chien Min's thesis is titled Combined Action Observation and Motor Imagery Training for Motor Learning in Sport, the Role of Embodiment. She was supported in her research by her Director of Studies, Dr. Andrew Green, and her supervisor, Dr. Adam Bruton. Dr. Samantha Chia Chien Min. Siobhan Thompson's thesis is titled Challenging Historic and Contemporary Silences in Antigua and Barbuda, Amplifying Antiguan and Barbudan Voices at their 40th year of independence. She was supported in her research by her Director of Studies, Dr. James Davies, and her supervisor, Dr. Jonathan Skinner. Dr. Siobhan Thompson. Receiving a Master of Research, Luis Gamez. Amber Carolina Rangel Pereira. Keely Snowden. For the award of Master of Science, Krishna Jaiswal. Khadija Nuria Raja Ahmad. Mana Al-Ubaidi. Malak Alanezi. Seteta Ali. Zainab Al-Shamali. Adeolu Badajo. Shirsha Bomik. Yesha Kalaria. Alina Merlin Joby. Mohammed Aslam Mohammeduni. Sharon Nwosu. Oluwafisola Rose Oyeleke. Zara Sawari. Doigu Akan. Claudia Adamek. Ifioma Agweze. Parvathi Ajayakumar. May Al-Khalidi. Saada Al-Gaiti. Hima Bindu Devalapalli. Onyedikachi Johnson Ekedigwe. Sai Nikitha Govulakonda. Melissa Bastidas Machucha. Delaram Biazar. Monica Chanda. Ivona Carolina Hernandez d'Agence. Omone Idiakoa. Kavya Bimandaham. Martina Melvin. Melania Muntianu. Eva Novinska. Sri Vinila Pachapati. Mohammed Shah Nawaz Parakia Parambil. Malini Patel. Usha Pulivathi, Parekshitha Ramesh, Yara Saba, Fazin Sema, Stichi Selvan, ladies and gentlemen, families, guests and graduates, we are in the midst of a celebration here and you are awfully quiet. I know that the graduands who are waiting to receive their degrees, and indeed those who have already done so, have worked incredibly hard. And I know that your applause would be most welcome to celebrate their years of hard achievement, as indeed I would hope you would applaud your own fellow graduates as well. So ladies and gentlemen, could we raise the volume just a little? Because this is a day you will not forget. And I know there are still 200 or more people to come, but it will keep your hands warm and it will wear off a few calories if you do applaud with gusto. Thank you. Sravan Selvaraj. Noor Sheikh. Dumitru Daniel Simeon. Lur Kreis. Unsiat Zara Tahawa. Sahana Parveen Thudengal. Akil Kumar Thonta. Tanya Ann Varghese. For the award of Integrated Master of Science, Kabir Balogan. Virginie James. Desmond Kika Ikenchukwu. Gladys Nwaokoma. For the award of Bachelor of Science, Patrick Mbomeg. Valerie Rumbidzai Duba. Morenica Okesola. Deborah Temeleo Precious Omateo. Kina Santos Rivera. Atika Abdallah. Najma Ali. Washington Balogan. Tanya Begum. Mohammed Zisham Chowdhury. Joshua Galea. Aryan Gurung. Tanya Osman. Oluware Melekun Moyosoluwa Olusanmi. Mekban Rodriguez. Bahishta Sultani. Samira Yusuf. Eunice Ada Abba, Fatima Abdullah, Eliet Annabel Adu Giamfi, Salih Ahmed, Laura Lucia Aldridge, Ayula Amubioya, Anne Rose Baby, Benjith Baby, Nea Maria Bijou, Mabel Ebho Himhenben, Bertha Adjei Ampoma, Alisa Davis, Tracy Nosa Ekato, Natalie Foley, Isha Gurung, Rian Gamal Harir, Demi Louise Harrison, Angel Maria Joy, Angel Katusime, Zainab Daniela Karoma, Hannah Mary Kuriakosa, Samiratu Yasmin Labi, Martha Priscilla Nyako, Comfort Ogans, Victoria Rebecca Onsa, Idil Osman, Donna Pasco Ifil, Teresa Pomianowska, Kirsty Pikes Booty, Nidin Saji, Alan Sunny, Isabella Yamoa, Torianne Calendar, Cadeline Collier, Emily Elliott, Mariama Karoma, Ashanti Niles, Hamida Osman, Emily Eva Whiting, Chukwuma Kayo Bimdi Nmoa, Kehinde Adeniji, Olufunmileo Mojoyenola Adenusi. Eugene Agyamang. Ngozi Ahumibe. Adelarin Badamosi. Rita Ifioma Iyama. Melvina Karoma. Stuart Mhute. Marina Nelson. Sebastian Nwachukwu. Anthony Paul Onwuka. Olayton Owalabi Owalabi. John Simire. Tanisha Mustafa. Damilola Aladeloye. Antonia Andrews. Micheline Atobra. Fatmata Veronica Darami. Janat Babirai. Ivariana G. Satyanathan. Priya George. Michelle Higgs. Stephanie Hicks. Angel Maria Martin. Lutando Karim Komalafe. Tracy Katushabe. Ekinados Rachel Itua. Alejandra Mendoza. Nawal Mohammed. Mary Charity Nwosisi. Promise Ohanekwu. Rita Osei. Chiedza Fachi. Salendra Ramdeen. Cerise, yes? Cerise. Cerise Roden Walters. Rama Ruchal Thapa. Tanya Smith. Aoife Tui. Hawa Yahaya. Daisy Taylor. Jordan Augustine. Rebecca Gould. Alessia Ionescu. Rubina Tamang. Receiving a Foundation Degree of Science, Rajeshwari Sharma Budna. Maria Teresa Serrahano. Silvana Gandini. Andrea Gutu. Kayanda Johnson. Gemma Moore. Smith. Nicola Smith. Paulina Steselzuk. Amabel Vitae. It seems like we've swapped audiences. You've been so good for the last bit, so please keep it up. But we do pause here for just a moment. And Vice-Chancellor, we pause the conferment of the awards because I would like to invite Phil Walker, CBE, to present Richard Thompson for an Honorary Doctor of Business. And I will ask Richard, please now, to stand.
I found somebody taller than me. Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduands and guests, particularly special guests, Danielle and Holly, up in the expensive seats. Good afternoon. My name is Phil Walker, Chair of Council at this wonderful university. I'm delighted to be here with you all. What does it mean to be a visionary leader in today's world? This afternoon, we celebrate Richard Thompson, a leader whose career exemplifies entrepreneurial spirit, resilience, and a deep commitment to inclusivity and social impact. Richard's journey is a testament to the power of determination, innovation, and the belief that sport and business can be forces for positive change. Values that resonate profoundly with Roehampton's mission and aspirations for you, our students. By 19, Richard had already founded his first business by his late 20s. He transformed a business into a £25 million enterprise. Each step was marked by a relentless determination and a belief in the power of possibility. His entrepreneurial flair continued with the creation of Merlin Elite, a management agency for leading names in sport, music, and entertainment, which later became part of M&C Saatchi Merlin. Today, if that wasn't enough, today, Richard is chair of the England and Wales Cricket Board, chair of M&C Saatchi Merlin and the broader M&C Saatchi UK Group, and chair of South Shore Group, an ITV-owned TV production company. His leadership has transformed organisations from Surrey County Cricket Club, where he presided over a remarkable turnaround both on and off the field, to successful ventures in private equity and media. But Richard's impact extends far beyond business success. His commitment to inclusivity and social impact mirrors the heart of Roehampton. As chair of England and Wales Cricket Board, he is not just shaping the future of sport, he is opening doors for young people. The ECB, under his leadership, proudly states that their aim is to make cricket the most inclusive sport in England and Wales. Last year, we were delighted to have Richard join us at our Whitelands campus, where he met with staff and student cricketers, to visit our sports science facilities and learnt about the university's ICAM programme for care leavers. His openness to collaboration and the interest and support he has shown to our community signal the start of what we hope will be a relationship that will benefit our students for years to come. Vision, resilience, and generosity. These are qualities that define Richard Thompson, and they are the qualities that we hope to inspire each of you here today. Graduates, as you step into the world, I will hope you remember Richard Thompson's story. Let it remind you that success is not measured by where you start, but by the courage to keep moving forward, to lift others as you rise, and use your talents for good. On behalf of the University Senate and University Council, I'm delighted to present you Richard Thompson for the award of Doctor of Business Honoris Causa. Richard. I think this goes on your head. Voila. No problem at all.
That was unbelievably humbling, and it's very hard to follow, Phil, and very hard to follow what I've just witnessed in terms of the sheer joy of seeing so many of you receive degrees. This is an incredible moment for you and for me and for everybody in this room today. To Phil in particular, the Chair of the Council, the Vice-Chancellor, members of the University Senate, Council members, and most importantly, you, the graduating class of Roehampton, thank you for this award. It is a huge honour. Roehampton has an unparalleled record of opening doors to students who are the first in your family to have received a degree. And while the doctorate I received today is honorary, this moment carries something deeply personal for me, because I'm also the first in my family to receive a degree. So standing here is not just an honour, it's a full circle moment. How I got here, I actually don't know. But being asked to speak today has given me the chance to reflect on that journey and some of the lessons that matter most. And for me, I would go back to a life-defining lesson when I was 11 in 1977, and I failed my 11 plus. Something I'm not sure how many I would have shared with here today. But it's an important exam, and it determined whether I would go to a grammar school or a secondary modern. And at the time, it did feel like the end of something, as the schools in the area in South London where I lived were not the best. However, in reality, it was just the beginning. And that failure would shape my lives in ways I could never have imagined. Failing 11 plus sent me to a school in South London that was struggling. Things did not go well. And after 2 years, my parents were asked to come and meet the headmaster and were told that I was not allowed and could not sit any O-levels, which is the equivalent of a GCSE today. The only option offered was a CSE, which even a top grade would only ever be seen as second best. My parents were horrified, hugely disappointed. I was shocked, bewildered, and confused. The school's final suggestion that if my parents were stupid enough, would they pay £25 so I could sit the GCSEs, that they were certain I would fail. That's around £200 today, and that was a lot of money to my family. That moment taught me the first great lesson in life. When someone lowers the bar for you, you must raise your own. I had no choice to work harder than I ever have before. And for years, I've been told to stop daydreaming, stop looking out of the window, just stop, sit still, concentrate. That was my 4 years of schooling. And it wasn't until much later in life I realized I had undiagnosed ADHD, and what looked like a distraction was actually imagination waiting for direction. I worked my socks off and I managed to pass all GCSE CEs with A grades, to the shock of my school. Does that deserve a round of applause? I think I can safely say that's the first time that 5 GCSEs have ever received a round of applause at Roehampton. I was offered 2 jobs at 16. One paid more, a whole £4,000 a year, and it came with prestige, but I was made clear I was their second choice. The other paid far less, £2,500, but they genuinely wanted me and believed I could make a difference. And it was in Croydon. And I think there's a few from you in Croydon today as well. Anyone from Croydon here today? Big it up for Croydon. So I chose Croydon, but I chose belief over money. And that again was one of the best decisions I ever made. Life will not always give you what you expect, and rejection is not the exception, it's the curriculum. And how you respond to adversity is what will ultimately define you. And at 19, I started the first of 3 companies, and 10 years later, I sold my first, and I never, ever looked back. And what I've learned since is simple but powerful. You will always learn far more from failure than you ever will from success. But you must be prepared to back yourself, because the pain of discipline is far, far less than the pain of regret. And what drives me is getting the best out of myself and those around me. And let me tell you something with absolute certainty. You are capable of extraordinary things. Ambition, when matched with aptitude, can take you anywhere. It took me until I was 29 to finally shake off imposter syndrome. But it leaves you with a permanent side effect: humility. And humility is a superpower. I've worked with and managed the careers of many global stars, Olympians, national treasures, BAFTA and award winners, Grammy award winners, England cricket captains, world record holders, and even prime ministers. And here's what surprises most people. They all have self-doubt. And self-doubt doesn't disqualify you, it should drive you. It keeps you curious, hungry, and wanting to improve. And when your passion meets what you are truly good at, the world genuinely will open up for you. And today, the degree you received, the degree we receive, is far more than a qualification. It's a passport, it's a privilege, and it's proof that we belong in the rooms that you will enter. But never forget this: your level of success will never exceed your level of personal development. And we live in a world where everyone appears to be trying to be somebody else. Don't. Be you. Be authentic and back yourself. Because confidence only comes from one place: what you say to yourself when no one else is listening. And what I say is I can and I will. And finally, to the brilliant, brilliant class of Roehampton, believe in yourself, trust your journey, and go and build something absolutely remarkable. Thank you.
Richard, thank you very much indeed for those very wise words. So, Vice-Chancellor, I now present graduates from the School of Psychology. It is indeed worth a little ooh. Though not many schools get it, but entirely appropriate. For the award of Doctor of Psychology, Daria Radsalta's thesis is titled Understanding How Individuals Experience Psychedelic-Assisted Psychotherapy as Treatment for Depression and Assimilate Their Experiences at 6-month Stage, Interpretative Phenomenological Analysis. She was supported in her research by her Director of Studies, Dr. James Davis, and her supervisor, Dr. Zeta Kugiali. Dr. Daria Radsalta. Leanne Williams Mearing's thesis is titled Therapeutic Theatre for the Post-Rainbow Generation, towards a South African approach to drama therapy rooted in indigenous protest theatre practice. She was supported in her research by her Director of Studies, Dr. Marco Sandrini, and her supervisors, Dr. Paul Dickerson and Emeritus Professor in Drama Therapy, Anna Seymour. Dr. Leanne Williams Mearing. For the award of Master of Arts, Thitima Pia Patanakal. Ying Jung Chu. Anupama Dilip. Yuling Fang. Hoi Ching Leung. Helen Pinney. Thalia Haji Mohammadi. Hafsa Hadafo. Kajal Rawat. Sophie Sandor. Grace Thornley. Alice Vahanian Pogassian. Olivia White. Gwen Williams. Min Yu Yang. Simona Ahmed. Nina Alexandru. Emily Alford. Jacqueline Carboni Nunes. Lucille Bethel. Liam Hawkins. Helen Kay. Eloise Liddell. Andrea Luff. Jessica Mandy. Rochelle Marashi. Andrew Morrison. Kasha Obara. Sybil Priscilla Oforidarko. I'm coming to your party later, if that's all right. Sharon Orris. Carla Puertas Acosta. Negin Ragemi. Oliver Richards. Anna Robin. David Soffa. Marta Soika. Katarzyna Szczeczna. Suzanne Templeton-Smith. Nadia Umwali. Laura White. Isabella Adams. Voula Dimitriou. Lisa Elton. Elizabeth Levy. Juliana Salgado Aristizabal. Natasha Stack. Kathy Burton. Chloe Chong. Nicola Cressy. Alexandra Gibson. Tama Glynn. Naomi Grayburn. Sing Chen Lin. Matthew Neeson. Tamara Nelson. Emma Reynolds. Anna Young. Jessica Lee. Rebecca Shaw. Ellen Dempsey. Francesca Lynch. Charlotte Beth Maskell. Catherine McKelvey. Penelope Moore. Kat Petru. Marley Sinclair Horn. Danielle Smith. Bryony Simons. Laura Thurlow. For the award of a Master of Science, Mohammed Ahmed. Karen Armas. Maria Eldo. Sona Joy. Hima Therasa Kampali. Alia Mahmood. Rima Nurin. Madeline Rhodes. Amy Pretorius. Aziza Uwaki El Aloui. Ogbodo Chibuzo John Avu. Surya Prakash Siddharth Maharaj Barigella. Zuzana Drobnik. Kim Elliott. Andrea Carolina Hernandez Bello. Hazal Kaya. Orkan Kinnes Clark. Raouf Mohammed. Agata Polikovska. Aista Skarnulaiti. Efthalia Skura. Rawada Deria. Anu Pushpan. Rimla Rafiq. Mahin Shazad. Julia Bromwich. Gemma Eshkeri. Megha Sivadasan. Athulya Palitha Rasudi. Grishma Thankamani Girishkumar. Colin Wilson. Stephanie Booth. Thalia Caddy. Louise Davey. Grace Elliott. Matteo Francescan. Leah Gordon-Reeves. Umama Jilani. Tamila Moseyeva. Olivia Kate Price. Hama Rizvi. Shania Roadnight Diali. Miriam Swift. Evelina Temova. Faiza Abid. Minakshi Ashokan. Lino Baby. For the award of postgraduate diploma, Bethan Berwick-Jones. Samuel Harrison. Saffron Lambert. Anna Mazurek. Malia Rashid. Melissa Sawyer. Annie Wade-Smith. Alexa Wood. Sam Porcher. Ozan Selik. Amana Nadir. Hilbert Yaboa. Leela Mariam Butt. Madeline Fitzgerald. Diana Maria Kadima Dornbush. Edward Nash. Vice-Chancellor, this brings us to the end of the conferment of awards. Congratulations to you all. And I would add, after a gentle jog earlier on, you were one of the loudest and most joyous audiences we've had in a long time, so thank you. And it is now my pleasure to invite the Vice-Chancellor to close the ceremony.
When one goes to Whitelands, it's all quiet and peaceful. Wait until you reach this place. Well done. As we come towards the end of our ceremony, I would like to take this last, or perhaps not last, but one of the last opportunities on behalf of the staff of the university to congratulate you all. So a bit more applause in you, I'm sure. Well done. But there's actually one other group of people we need to thank. I can see them at the back. It's your supporters, your family, your friends. They've been with you every step of the way, encouraging you, maybe with an online grocery order paid for, fuel for the car, or perhaps just a smile, a hug, or a word of advice. So I'd like our graduates to stand, turn around to face your family and friends, and thank them in the usual fashion. Thank you. So while this ceremony, I can't hear. This ceremony gave you and your family and friends a chance to celebrate your achievements, but it doesn't mark the end of our relationship with you. And as a Roehampton graduate, you're now part of our Alumni Association. Within this community, you will find fellow Roehampton graduates, now in successful careers, who have committed their time to support, mentor, and advise recent graduates on their next steps. You can find more about the Alumni Association online. And please do complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey when it's sent to you next year, so we can learn more about what you go on to achieve next. Over 180 years ago, our first Whitelands students, all women, completed their studies, and they went on to successful careers as teachers. Our lives today are very different to those women's, but one can imagine that they too may have thought about their next steps with a mix of trepidation and excitement. And for those women, and the many thousands of graduates who have gone before you over nearly 2 centuries, the core values of our founding colleges have endured, and they inform our purpose today. Providing the best education possible to everyone who can benefit, regardless of their background. Understanding and improving our world through a spirit of curiosity and discovery, and helping our students develop the confidence, the knowledge, and the adaptability they need for a successful career and a fulfilling life. Your generation, the class of 2026, will make decisions that will shape not just our future, but that of those around us. You will become leaders, team players, influencers, change makers, entrepreneurs. Whatever your choice, we wish you every success on your journey, and we will watch you with pride. So once again, many congratulations. The ceremony for the conferment of degrees is now closed.